is no future for this planet if all we can ever do is plan for war and plan for greater military power. There has to be somebody that speaks up for peace. And I see Julian Assange as somebody that's told the truth and enables all of us who consider ourselves to be peace campaigners to be better prepared, better informed and better able to put forward those simple arguments. If this decision ever reaches the desk of the Home Secretary, and that is up to this court behind me today, I hope she will reflect on the importance of her office, on the importance of the decisions that she is required to make, and recognise that extradition of Julian Assange to the United States will condemn him to, in all probability, 175 years in a maximum security prison, for doing no more, absolutely no more, than telling the truth to the rest of the world. If Julian had been a journalist in China or Russia, he would be lauded by the media all over the Western world. He'd be lauded by Western governments for telling the truth. Because he's told an inconvenient truth, he is an embarrassment to them, and therefore he's incarcerated in Her Majesty's Prison, Belmarsh, a maximum security prison with truly horrible and awful conditions there, in which his health has seriously deteriorated. In all humanity, I say to this court, release Julian Assange, that he may be able to continue his work as a journalist in telling the truth about the way in which so much of this world is run. I hate wars, I hate the violence of wars, and I hate the killing of wars. And I want Julian's truth to help us to demand a ceasefire and an end to the war in Ukraine, a ceasefire and an end to the war in Yemen, and all the other wars around the world. He has given us truths which has enabled us to do that campaigning. So when Priti Patel is asked to make that decision, I ask her to reflect, what is a democracy other than the ability of journalists to do their job, to ask the strong questions of politicians and those that make decisions? What is a democracy but protecting that right to speak, that right to know, that right to assemble, that right to be an activist? It will be on her hands, this, and I hope she will reflect of those great journalists of the past that have done so much to give us truths, and recognise that in those steps comes Julian Assange. Today we're here in solidarity with Julian, Stella, his family and all those that campaign for him. And we will carry on campaigning whatever decision is made today, whatever decision Priti Patel makes, and we'll carry on campaigning with our many friends all across the United States in support of Julian, free speech, journalism and democracy. Thank you very much.
This is a court of injustice.
Our people, the genocide of my people. It is Julian Assange. I'm here to salute him. And I am here to ask for his freedom.
Free him!
16 months ago, this court decided that extraditing Assange would mean a risk to his life, that it will be equal to a death sentence. Now this court has been ordered to issue that death sentence. That is what happened here today. Now Julian's life is in the hands of Priti Patel and Boris Johnson. They need to do the right thing. You need to make sure they do the right thing. They have the power to stop this, to end this, to save a man's life, and stop this attack on the freedom of the press. Stella Moris to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming here, supporters and the press. You need to keep your eyes on this case. Today was a formality, but I still felt sick to my stomach about what happened today. the magistrate signing an order to send Julian to the United States. The UK has no obligation to extradite Julian Assange to the United States. In fact, it is required by its international obligations to stop this extradition. Boris Johnson and Priti Patel, don't extradite Julian to the country that conspired to murder him. Boris Johnson and Priti Patel can stop this at any time. They can stop it today. They can stop this nightmare today and return Julian to his family. They can do the right thing and enforce Article 4 of the US-UK extradition treaty, which prohibits extraditions for political offenses. Right now, they're in breach of their own treaty. This is a political case, and with the signature of the magistrate, this now passes squarely into the political domain. Free Julian Assange.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Don't let ourselves get free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them are gonna stop the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. Got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Pretend